So reset it. And then we'll take it all the way right. And we'll take it all the way left. So now we scrub, you can see that control that is going through its ranges of motion. So we'll start with the up and down, so the y-axis. So we're going to be working with the y first. And then we're going to be setting up more states for it. So for the y, as it goes up, we're going to want our jawbone to go up. So to handle this then, you go into create mode, and create mode now allows you to be able to manipulate the object even though it's got the reaction controllers on the rotation of it, and it'll allow you to be able to rotate it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it quite far because you want to be able to, you want to get the jaw to go as far as you can, and even really any of the targets, you want to push them to their extremes and then let the animator decide inside what values they should work within. Set up a new state and turn it off, and we should end up with the scrub, an animation now on that jaw. And if we go and grab our control object and move it up and down, it will react from 0 to +5 as it should, and then below it won't do anything. So then we just need to simply go down to the bottom. So it's at the bottom, and do the exact same thing here. In create mode, rotate our jaw down into a down state. Take it quite a ways down. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to take the value of the morph target that's here, and I'm going to crank that up. Now you could go into Morpher and do it and turn it up, but you can also just simply type in the values right here. So what I'm going to do is I know that it needs to go up to a value of 100 on that when we need it. So easy to do. I'm just going to simply say create for the state that I've adjusted, and here's the morph target for the open position where I need to then crank it up to 100. And you can see I've actually, it looks like, because I've opened the jaw further, it looks like I need to go back and adjust my morph target so it actually pushes the jaw out a bit more. So this is part of that adjustment phase. So I should be able to go in and grab this now and dial it down, and the target gets dialed down to 0, and it gets dialed back up. So you can actually see the first state, the control is at 0, the state is 0, and that is basically the control here. The bone is at 0 on the Z, and the morph target's at 0. When it drives up to +5, we go up to a rotation of 15 degrees on the joint, but we still don't touch the target. And then on the negative value down to -5, we drive the Z rotation into -22 degrees, and we drive up the morph target on the jaw, the corrective target on the jaw, to fix that. We could also go in and affect our function curves here, so we could actually have an automatic ease and smooth between them. I don't really think that's all that necessary in this sort of scenario with this kind of setup. I don't think it's really going to matter all that much. Now, same thing with side to side. We're going to go in, but this time we're going to be using the X, and we're going to go into create. Now let's take it to our first the right side. Let's drive it over quite a ways. I'm going to say create. And now the same thing with our targets. Looks like our targets were already dialed up to 100 here, and we don't want that. We actually want it at 0 to start with, so I'm just going to fix these here. And then this is the jaw right, should be at 100 in this case. So it's now fixed. It's corrected itself, because it was already set incorrectly to begin with. And then the same thing, we're going to go to the other side and create the same rotation the other way. Now this is actually kind of easy, because I'm just going to go the other way. I'm just going to say create, and just